Also heard from England's Gareth Southgate, and one of the things that stuck out in our heads and from that interview that Faker Others did was Henderson isn't quite fit. He said to the gaffer this morning that he wasn't right. They had a scan, come back clear, but he's not fit. We've had a couple of messages come through on that from this one. It says Southgate needs to grow a pair and leave out the injured players. Look at Spain. They didn't even pick Ramos for the squad. England wouldn't do that. Complete joke of a setup. Another one. Evening, Jamie. How long do they want to extend the history list? Brian Robson, Beckham, Rooney, now Henderson. They can't take him. That's from Deck in Barking. Let's go to the calls. Rory, who's a Chelsea fan. Rory, good evening.
Good evening. I just want to extend on that. Southgate is spotting it. Henderson, he is just a defensive midfield player. You could do without him. You've got Phillips there. You've got Rice there. You've got Bellingham who looks good. He's given him as much time as possible. He said in the newspapers yesterday that Henderson will play part of the game tonight. He hasn't played. He then said that Maguire won't be fit until possibly after the group stages.
It's ridiculous.
Now, I'm not being funny. Maguire's not a Beckenbauer. Henderson's not a Pirlo. Get rid. Get him out. You've got other players. If I was an English player who played for my country at centre half or centre midfield, and I found out that there were two players ahead of me who were walking on one leg, and he's given them 10 days, 14
Rory,
days to get fit.
I totally agree with you. If this was Harry Kane, you'd be like, okay, you know what? Exactly. He's our best player. You know what? If we get to the latter stages and he's fit then, you know what? We need him. We'll take him in the 26. But we've got so many, decent defenders. We've got midfielders as well. Henderson and Maguire, for me, I'm sending them home. Get ready for your club. Simple.
I'm sorry. They're bang average Premier League players. They wouldn't get into any other squad that's going to Europe.
They're not. Listen, they're good players, Rory. I mean, look, Jordan Henderson is not a bang average player. He's a top player.
What I'm saying is they are good players, but in terms of, you wouldn't see Spain, you wouldn't see Italy, you wouldn't see Holland, you wouldn't see Germany waiting for players like that. They'd replace them. They wouldn't even be in a squad. Gareth Southgate should say, look, you're not fit for training. You told me today that you still got a problem. I'm sorry. I want to take you, but I can't.
Okay, Rory, thanks for your call. We've got Ollie, who's a Manchester United fan. Ollie, what do you make of this? It's crazy, right?
Mate, thanks for having me on, Gabby. For me, completely wrong selection. I'll start from the back, if I'm honest. Pickford, I think he's had his day. He showed it at the end there. He's not concentrating for the full 90.
I disagree. I think he's still good. Come on. He will make mistakes, but tournament keeper, Pickford's your man.
Well, all right. Well, but again, there's still issues at the back. I mean, all right,
Definitely.
We've lost Trent now. We've been talking about it all night. You've got to get Ward-Prowse in there. You've got to get him. Henderson, I know we're going on about it all night, but Henderson, like you said, one leg, not good enough. And Ward-Prowse will be brilliant. Or even Lingard. I think we've proven we don't need four right back.
But Ollie, the thing for me though is with Henderson is that even if he does prove his fitness, what's the likelihood of him re-injuring that same injury? Very high. So for me, send him home, bring Ward-Prowse in.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. We've just proven that, and all right, it's a nothing game, but this should be a warm-up to the Euros.
Yes, absolutely.
And they're ranked 20th in the world, and they're beating us on possession, attacking. We need to focus on our attacking, and it showed with our fitness levels as well.
Yeah, Ollie, do you give us any chance now? Look, watching that performance tonight, do you give us any chance at the Euros with the injuries that we got?
I think with our group, we could do okay. But, there's talks of us getting second in our group and we got an easier run.
Yeah.
Do we want to be looking at that this early on?
Absolutely. You don't want to play France. I watched them tonight. They're unbelievable.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But the problem is, that group, I think that group, whoever we get, is going to be a world-class nation. So, whoever at the end of the day, you got to beat the best to win the tournament. So it's simple as that. It doesn't matter who you play.
But look at the team though. How many players in that team today will start against Croatia? That's what you've got to look at as well.
Okay, well let's look at it. Who started? Harry Kane, Grealish.
Who else?
Pickford,
maybe Mings.
Yeah, Mings.
If he goes maybe free.
So then it won't be it won't be Trent.
No.
Midfield, Jude Bellingham.
Rice will start. I don't think Bellingham will start.
Rice will start.
I don't think Bellingham will start.
I mean, Kieran Trippier. I mean, we got played right back, left back. I mean,
we played him left back tonight just to get
I mean,
right back
honestly,
on the pitch.
Gab, seriously, that was Mickey Mouse tonight, wasn't it? Let's just put this out there. That was Mickey Mouse. This is England national team. We ended the game with 9 players because we didn't have any more subs. We didn't want to put anyone on and risk them.
It was.
Is it like
It was Southgate trying to pick a team with players that he doesn't want to risk getting injured. He wanted to save the players that played in the Champions League final, the Manchester United players. He didn't want to risk them. Like you said, Trippier left back. He's playing Lingard out of position on the right. You know, for me, it just wasn't right. Cody, centre half of a 2 when he knows he can't play that position.
He might as well have cancelled that game and have a training ground friendly against the under-23s or something. Do you know what I mean? That's 100%. What he should have done, because it was a pointless game. We got nothing out of that. All we got out of that was more injuries.
Well, for me, though, the thing that really winded me up is the Henderson thing. It's like, even for Jordan Henderson, he should just be honest with the manager now and say, you know what, I'm struggling here. Do the best. I'm a leader. I'm a captain in myself. I'll do the right thing for the squad. Bring in Ben White. Bring in Eric Dyer. Bring in whoever you have to bring in as another centre midfielder. Whoever you have to bring in, because this injury is playing up now. I'm not fit, and it might reoccur if I do get better for the second game.
Do you think Jordan Henderson is being selfish?
I think he's being selfish. I think if you look at it, the squad's been announced, and he's told what Gareth Southgate this morning that he's not fit to play. You know, they said the scans have gone, come back, and they're fine. So he knows in himself that there's a niggle there that he's feeling. I've been there.
Gabs, I've had loads of injuries. We don't have a scan. You're still not right.
Exactly. So
scan doesn't show up everything.
The tournament starts in 10 days. Do you know what I mean? You're playing against Croatia. You're playing against a good team. You need to be like at it. You need training sessions before the game. You need some games in you. How long has he played for?
3 months.
Exactly. How are we even having this convo? It's incredible.
It is ridiculous. You've got Jesse Lingard.
The tweet that we got there, though, is amazing, and it's proof that, like, big managers, Luis Enrique, Ramos, sorry, pal, you're out. Spanish legend of the game. You've been injured that much, you're out.
The Sports Bar with Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday night from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.